and then.
Is it in?
Wait, but you should like scoot your chair close. Yeah, like there.
I think it's fine. We're all in camera.
I don't think Thomas
Will
Well,
no
Thomas will
eye
be
on
sitting over
camera?
there, so
Well,
unless you want to sit over here.
I don't know if he'll be in if he sits there. Unless you can scoot, I guess. Oh, he's kind of in.
me.
Here, let me scoot over this way.
Yeah, you guys just move this
Can we not like pull it further away? Hey, why don't we just move the table further
Oh,
away?
let's just do that.
way.
This is why he's here.
That's why you got hired
You mean I didn't get hired. What are you talking about?
for being in podcast.
Oh,
We're not paying you, but you know. Yeah.
Kusha,
Feel
you
free
still
to,
get in,
you guys
bro.
want to like sit
Just,
there
just,
Get
just
in,
move
get
your
in.
chair
or the
closer.
little
Yeah.
couch.
This table was not
you
built
know,
for
let
this.
us know.
there. Surely you
There
would.
you go. Is that okay? Is that okay? Wow. This guy. We need this guy for a set. Okay.
Wait, you guys, is it okay if I take care of the comment section?
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Are we
Are they
doing?
going to be able to hear
Are
us
we
from
doing-
up
Well, you
there?
can't read the comments right from here.
Are we doing comments?
Because for the
though?
password game, I need to show them the word, but I can't. If I'm
Oh.
like here. But I can just put it in
Moderation.
the chat. I can put it in
We
the
don't
chat.
need moderation.
Sure.
No moderation.
No moderation. What the hell?
I can't read that far.
That's perfect. That's exactly what
You're not supposed to be over here.
Oh, okay.
I can't read it too.
Are you sure?
Nah, even with my glasses. Can't read it.
What? I'm confused.
Wait, why? Oh, I need to make this big.
I'm trying to read the chat.
There you go.
He's falling asleep, bro.
No,
Think about it.
I'm so tired, dude.
Bring out the Sharpies.
Hold on. Let me get my drink.
Two.
Need some alcohol.
Anyone know where my phone is at?
Me too.
Where
Your
is your
YouTube
phone?
live.
Did you check your pockets?
What were you looking for?
You want me to call you?
I don't see it.
It's an iPhone mirror.
Oh, maybe.
Would you leave it? Is it this? Is it this one?
The purple one?
This
Oh,
one?
not purple. Oh, yeah, brown. Sorry.
Okay. Wait, what?
Ooh,
Me
Katy
what?
Perry.
I'm still Katy Perry.
Yeah. Okay, let's get this.
Okay. What order are we gonna go? What order do you want to go?
You go first.
Me?
Yeah, DTA.
Thomas, you're slightly cutting yourself off when you sit that far
I
back.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just turn the laptop a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a little bit of back
There's
wall
too
on
much
this.
Gucci.
Yes.
There. That's it. That's it.
Let's go.
That's
Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Everyone got to sit real proper now.
There you go. Good posture. That is too much meat.
Okay, what do you mean? You're right.
They're covering like a sixth of the screen.
Wait, this is actually a pretty good setup.
That's a good fraction.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. Are we
Who's gonna do
starting?
the intro?
Why me?
Who's in the comments?
Mia's watching. She's gonna be like,
Mia?
never mind.
No.
Oh my
Yeah, go
god.
hurry.
Are we already live?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Did nobody failed to mention the fact that we're currently
It's a-
live
it's a
moving
go
around?
live.
It is
Yeah.
It's
live.
I had my foot rotating like this the whole time. Nobody told me
I don't
that.
think it's showing
That's what we're
anyways,
here for.
though.
We're here for those raw moments. Those
Oh,
unfiltered
Exactly.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
unfiltered.
Can they
That's
even
true.
hear us with the microphone so far away?
I don't know.
You guys should have just
Elena,
told me. I would have brought a
um,
microphone.
Audience, you wanna go
Yeah.
test
I could have brought one and just put it right
sound
here.
quality.
How is it 5? Do you want to go get one?
Well,
From my
our
house?
audience will be
Yeah.
checking our
20
sound
miles away
quality,
from here?
actually.
What
Or
happened?
is it?
Our audience is testing sound quality.
How's the sound
What do
quality?
you call behind the scenes?
You gotta step outside though, because otherwise you can hear
Well,
our
what
voice.
has?
Michael's
Oh.
cooking with this question.
Oh, what?
Oh.
This is behind the scenes.
That's true. Yeah,
Behind
it's
the
already
scenes and
behind.
behind.
What do we call it?
Okay, welcome everybody. This is Behind the Scenes Lectern. Today we have two amazing people, students, human beings, tutors,
Real.
students,
Wow.
Kenneth and Kevin,
Okay.
and our host Kushi, Thomas, and me, Audrey.
Both, please introduce yourselves.
Yes.
You should go first.
You go first.
No, you should go first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
intro.
Loser goes first.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hi everyone, I'm Kenneth Song.
Hey, Kenneth.
Full government. I got
Is that your full government name?
What does the J stand for?
We good, no?
Wait.
Okay,
Let's
sorry.
not answer questions.
I think
Let's
the J
do
stands for
intro
J.
first.
J-A-Y.
Okay, let's do intros.
Sorry.
Continue. Sorry.
I'm Kenneth Song. I'm a senior majoring in computer science. I'll be doing my BSMS here.
Wow. Congrats. Good job. Wow,
Okay.
this guy.
Hi, my name's Kevin Lee. There's no middle. What
I don't think I asked.
Yeah, you know what, buddy? I'm a senior? I'm a fourth year CS major. Also coming here for masters, but I did not apply for BSMS in time, so I'm just doing regular masters.
Also, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. Let's go.
All right, so let's dive into our question, the Q&A for the first portion. Okay, you're making those faces, but
He's nervous.
we will expect an answer for all questions.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment is not an answer, and
comment.
our audience will agree with that.
Says who?
Michael.
Okay, so the first question is, what made you choose CS as your major? Like, what led to you?
Is there like an order to how we answer these?
No.
No.
It's up to you.
Should it be Kenny first?
Whoever buzzes
Whoever.
first.
Yeah.
You can go
You
first.
want to buzz first? I don't know, honestly. Like, it's kind of funny. I was gonna come in as a biotech major, but obviously there was no biotech major here, so I was gonna do like biochem.
Okay.
And then I was building my computer one day. Or I guess I was cleaning it because it was like nasty. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nasty as fuck. And so I was cleaning it out, and I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do with my future. Like, because I was like, if I do biotech, like, do I really want to work in a lab all day? And if I don't work in a lab, what am I going to be? A teacher? Which is there's nothing wrong with being a teacher. I just I don't want to be a teacher, you know? At least I don't want to be like a high school teacher. I'd rather be like a professor.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. And so I was cleaning my computer. My sister was like, why don't you just do CS? You like computers so much. And I was like, oh yeah. And so I applied.
Oh, yeah.
And I got in, and I didn't have to fight to get into the CAP major.
Nice.
I would say that there's probably people who maybe wanted it more than I did, but it sucks to be them, I guess.
That's tough. All right.
I hope everybody gets the major that they want. That.
Yeah.
Well, at least for me, it was during COVID when I applied. I was in community college, and I applied, and I didn't know what to do. I took so many math and physics courses. So I was thinking like maybe engineering first. So I didn't know what to do. So I just put in 3 majors. I went with electrical, I went mechanical, and I went for computer science.
Was that your third choice?
So each school I applied for a different major.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and it just happened to be that I got a DCSD as a computer science major. But I'm kind of glad that I did that because I see these ECE majors and they're struggling.
Yeah.
They're struggling hard.
They're good.
Yeah, let them be. Let them be.
Yeah.
They,
Somebody needs to electrocute stuff.
Oh, gosh. And I see these mechanical engineers like just going to lab.
yeah,
Oh, I cannot do that.
they can't use chat. It's kind of tough. Unfortunately.
Yeah. True. Me, on the other hand, all day.
So I kind of just let the universities pick. That's pretty much what happened. So it turned out, just turned out to be good after all. also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was
Valid.
UCSD like both of your top choices when you applied?
It
No.
was actually.
No.
Okay.
So
Wait.
what was your?
Mine was LA.
Uh,
I didn't apply to Berkeley because I didn't even realize it existed at the time.
sure.
Though I don't think I would want to go to Berkeley anyways.
Agreed.
All hate to the Berkeley community.
All hate. No love.
Yeah, there is zero love in my heart for you, except for my cousin who went there because he's cool. But, you know, I'd lived in San Diego my whole life, so I was like, I don't really want to be here again. And then it was the best school that accepted me, so I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not going to go to Riverside.
Riverside would be crazy.
Yeah, because Riverside accepted me into their BSMS from the get-go, and
Yeah,
I was
Riverside
just
does
like, no, I'm okay.
I did not know that.
Wait,
Wow.
I wanted to go to UC. I was gonna accept, and my mom was like, "No, UC San Diego sounds
Good choice.
better."
Good choice.
They
Was
live
it
30
undergrad or PhD?
Undergrad.
Oh, okay.
Good choice.
You're not hating on Riverside.
I'm not hating on Riverside.
Honestly, you know what? Let
I'm
me
not
hate
hating on
you
Riverside.
because-
My county is Riverside.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I had to lie to some. Actually, I shouldn't say that.
What?
Never mind. I shouldn't talk about that on air. I'll talk about it off air.
Alright. And then Kenny, why was this your top choice?
Well, I've been living in San Diego since 3rd grade, so I wanted to like live close to my parents, as close as possible. So yeah, UCSD top choice.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, my dad went here. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, for his masters.
That's cool.
He did ECE.
Oh.
He was like UCSD, and I'm like, yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
I wanted to go somewhere else to get away from my parents, actually. So I guess it didn't work out for me.
Thankfully, I have a good relationship with my parents.
Well, okay,
Whoa!
I have a great relationship with my parents. I just wanted to live on my own. That's crazy. Is this when we start fist fighting?
Yeah. Yes.
They're
it
also
is.
right next to each other, so.
This is crazy. Alright. That was fun. I like that. Good tea.
All right, what's another? Hit us with the next one.
So now being at UCSD, what do you think was your most memorable / favorite experience during your undergrad time here?
I'd say easily tutoring.
Really?
Yeah,
Easily.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Why is that?
I was pretty lonely before tutoring. Not gonna lie. I had a couple friends. I'd say I was kind of just with them until like spring 2024, until some of them graduated, and then they all disappeared. So I'm still in contact with some of them, but like it's better to have them in person.
For sure.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I got into Gerald's CSE 8A,
Wow.
and that's where I made most of my connections.
Wow.
Also in CSE 30.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
That's cool. Nice.
I don't know, honestly. I don't have a lot of memorable.
Sucks.
Like I don't have that many memorable moments from this school. I mean, tutoring was great. I enjoyed it a lot. It like helped me realize that I actually do kind of know this stuff after all. Because when you actually have to help somebody with it, then you have to be like, okay, can I even do this? And then I could, and that was kind of cool. I wouldn't say. I mean, it was a good time. I don't know if it's my most memorable moment. I think my most memorable moment was when we threw a TV off the 4th floor. Oh no, sorry, the 6th floor of a. Maybe I shouldn't say where, but we broke. So me and my roommates in sophomore year were living in an undisclosed location. Not saying it was anywhere like on campus. Like
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Like, because we could
guys.
have left off campus. A lot of people did that my second year because we were one of the years that came in for the housing crisis, so we were only guaranteed 1 year anyways.
Yeah.
So we threw a TV off the 6th floor because my buddy was leaning in a chair. He was rocking back and forth on a chair, and then fell backwards. So he saved himself by grabbing our TV in the living room and like gripping onto it, and then slammed it down on the corner of the like desk it was on and broke it. And so we conspired to throw it off the 6th floor. And so I have a video of it too. It was very.
There is a video. I have
There's
seen
a video.
The
And so we threw the TV off the 6th floor because we were trying to make like a reference to that old Vine from like 20 whatever, where it was like, hey, can you hand me my keys? And she throws a printer at the guy. And so we were trying to recreate that. You couldn't actually hear it though, because all you hear is oh, boom. And then that was pretty fun. And then we proceeded to drop. It didn't break the TV though, because it just kind of like stuck itself into the ground and stayed there. So we picked it up and then we drop kicked it off the desk.
Oh my god.
And that broke it. And then it sat there for like 2 weeks. Because she remembers, because I had her come over for like a research meeting, and there were just parts of a TV on the floor. So I guess that would probably be my moment.
Follow up to that question. That year, you had some crazy roommates as well. Like, punching the wall itself. Like, so
Yeah.
was that also sort
So-
of memorable in that?
Yeah, in my undisclosed location in which I was living. I moved in and there was already a hole in the wall.
Already?
It was
Because I moved in winter quarter because I was an RA in fall quarter at Marshall. All hate to Marshall as well.
Everyone's all just.
I had my moments of not being the best in my position as an RA, but I don't like, and I say it with my chest. Did not like the pro staff there.
Kevin, do you want to say? Oh, I mean,
It's fine.
they're not gonna
It's too
watch,
late.
but
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Get rid of my masters? Like, anyways, we said we want a drama.
That's not what they're here for.
Anyways, the people were cool.
Yeah.
Like the other RAs were cool. It was just I don't like upper management anywhere that I go, and so I kind of hate all upper management. So say it as it is. What was I saying?
the
Oh
whole
yeah, so I moved.
wall and then-
So I got kicked out as an RA in winter quarter. So I moved over to a location
Yeah.
off campus,
Undisclosed.
undisclosed off campus,
Okay.
and did I need to say all that? My bad.
No.
I don't think they'll watch it. It's okay. And what was it? I moved in and like there's a hole in the wall, and my roommate was just like, "Oh yeah, I was trying to like plug a charger into the wall, and I fell forward, and my head busted through the wall." And I was just like, "What are you talking about? What, wouldn't you have like a titanium skull?" Like, and so that happened, and then the second hole in the wall. I can't. There were 3 total, and I can't explain the exact context of the second one because there are some choice words that were used that I don't think should be said.
Okay.
But basically, one of them was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and I'm laying in my bed, and then one of my roommates, or I guess one of my suite mates, comes bursting through the door, jumps on his bed, and he's just like, and then my roommate starts going like, "Get off!" and then kicks the wall and breaks a hole through it with his
Oh
foot.
my god.
And then the third one, there was a I think it was a basketball game between SDSU and a different, like it was Arizona State or something back in like sophomore year. And he made a bet to somebody that if SDSU lost, he would punch a hole in the wall. And then SDSU lost, so he hole in the yeah. And then they put a Triton to Go box behind it, and then and then they plastered the wall back up. Those holes were there the entire year. He brought tools to campus and then didn't fix it until the day we moved off campus, and then didn't fix it until the day we moved out.
Until move out day. Just move out day.
And so he brought tools to our undisclosed spot and didn't fix it until we moved out. And the person who was in charge of that location did not charge us.
Nice.
So yeah,
Let's go.
that was a long story. My bad.
No, that's fine.
It was
That's
amazing.
good.
Among the many other issues that we had, like
There's more.
oh, there was a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, how was your experience tutoring for different professors? I think for this one, just be a bit careful if you're, if you
Okay.
have specific tea on the
Yeah.
professor.
Oh no, I know.
You know?
No, that was all directed at Marshall.
Okay, so let's start off with Kenneth. Your experience tutoring for different professors and courses.
I mean, I've only done 8A, but it's been different professors each quarter, and I'd say the experience has been pretty like different each time. Like they have different standards, they have different syllabuses. So I think the fall quarter people there's more like CS majors, so they're more like disciplined, I'd say. The winter quarter students were also really disciplined. I guess like just according to my pod group, but yeah, I think it's been quite an experience.
Yeah, you had like the most active pod group out of all the tutors.
I
At
did.
least it seemed that way. Yeah.
I did, yeah. Most of them needed the help, and I was more than happy to give them the help. So yeah, did a lot of one-on-ones. Yeah, and most of them did very well. So if you're watching this,
Wow. Shout out.
yes.
Are they?
Shout out, y'all.
What was I saying? I'm going to use a little more decorum moving forward. I partially apologize to Marshall. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said all the stuff that I did, but whatever. I'm leaving anyways. So in my time as a tutor, I tutored CSE 12 and then CSE 8A in fall of this year, and 12 was spring last year. I didn't get positions winter and spring, and I'm not going to say more about that. In spring for 12, it was my first time tutoring, and I enjoyed it. But it was also kind of a lot because I was a 12.5-hour tutor my first time. And I mean, a lot of that was kind of just like tutor hours. I mean, I had like 8 hours of tutor hours a week. But also noted, I think they were very effective because I got like over 180 tickets in my time.
Yeah.
And so that was really fun. It was a little less organized compared to 8A. In the sense of like, we didn't really have like dedicated teams to specific things. It was just, hey, here's this task that like we need to get done by this time. Everybody just do a portion of it, whether that was grading or it was like whatever else you do besides grading, I don't know. And then I went to 8A and then I got 6 hours. And I didn't have very many hours for tutoring. And so that was a bit of a shift for me. I still liked 8A. I just wish I had more of that time to like make connections with the students was kind of what I was trying to get to as like a tutor, because I had a lot of that in my sophomore year, in my time as a CSE 12 tutor. And so when I moved over to 8A, I was like, okay, well, I feel like I'm spending more time grading than I am like talking to students, and that kind of sucked. So I picked up a one-on-one with a student. Unfortunately, I don't think they did that well even after that, which kind of sucks. But I can't disclose any more details about that for violation purposes. I don't know what I'm saying. I enjoyed it. Tutoring's fun.
Yeah.
I like it. I just wish I did more of the actual tutoring side of it the last time I did tutor.
Yeah. You also did Cosmos, right? Last time.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I also did Cosmos, where I did do a lot more like hands-on like tutoring. I do admit I was not the most like attentive person when I was at Cosmos. But Gio slandering my name and I will not allow it. I did occasionally play games though, while the students were reading. I do admit, I will not lie about that. But yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a professor if somebody could do all the slide decks for me and I could just do all the teaching. Because I don't like making, yeah, exactly. I don't like making lesson plans, but I like doing the rest.
Like the actual one-on-one with students.
Yeah, and like,
teaching
like
them.
explaining things to them in a way that makes more sense than how they currently get it.
Right.
But I guess the CS department doesn't want me.
Yeah, still on the topic of tutoring, right? Like, what was your least favorite moment for tutoring? We can go with whoever wants to go first, or
That's a tough question.
I think it's definitely people, it's like a mix of things. I think on one hand, it's the people or the students that come in like a day or two before the PAs do, and they clearly haven't even read the write-up. or not even like just before the deadline, but just people who come in reading the first section of the write-up and then immediately asking for help. And it's like, I know that's what I'm here for, but there's got to be some like accountability on your end to actually do the work that you're supposed to do before you just like come and get help on it. Like, you can't just read the first section and then be like, how do I submit this? When there's a section called submissions that you didn't read, you know? So that was a little frustrating because you try to, it's like, I don't know how to help those people because it's like, I can't just tell them how to do things. But I also don't want to just be like, hey, just go read the write-up and then like blow them off. So it's like kind of hard to know what to do. And then the other thing would just be like when people come in and like clearly they are trying to get the work done, but it's like almost due and they still haven't really gotten it and they're like probably not going to finish in time. And then I'm just like, well, like how do I help this person? Like I want to help them, but it's considering like I'm limited on the amount of time I can actually do it. It's like, how am I supposed to like get them to a point where they can feel confident enough to finish this, considering they have like maybe the rest of the night tops before it's due. And I've had a few people like that, and it's kind of, it just hurts because I'm like, I know you can do this. You just didn't give yourself enough time to do it. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I heavily agree with that, actually. I'd say my least favorite, I mean, that's my least favorite, but there's also like bad tutors, I'd say.
Sorry. I was a great tutor.
Yeah, I'd agree. Kevin was a great tutor. It's such a shame that he didn't get hired for winter and spring. I don't know.
Well,
the department.
Well, the thing with the winter one was I submitted it the day it released, and my submission like went through, but it didn't actually it went through, but with a blank application, and so it erased everything that I had on it, and I had no way of knowing that until like decisions already came out.
Yeah.
And then for spring, I was in the hospital, so I didn't even realize that I didn't get accepted. Anyway, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So what I mean by like bad tutors is like they're all good as a person, of course, but
Gotta preface.
some tutors just are in the habit of just being late or not prepping enough, not knowing what the project guidelines are. And yeah, pretty much that. I mean, like whenever I see that and they like when the student asks like that tutor, like, hey, what's going on in this project? And they're like, oh, let me just see, and it just asks some like other tutor, right? So it's like, I think there's a lot of students that apply to be a tutor, right? And there's only a few that get selected.
Yeah.
So I firmly believe that like as a tutor, you should be prepping enough for your students. Yeah, there's that.
On a small side note, I think one of my other least favorite things was realizing how many students, so funny enough, when I was in 8A in fall, I did not realize we had a minimum grading scheme until like a few weeks in, because I read the whole syllabus, but somehow failed to read the part about the minimum. I don't know how. I think I have selective reading sometimes. And so I remember a student came in to me and was like, hey, so I haven't been doing too hot on the exams. Like, how am I going to like perform? Like, how's my grade going to be overall based on this minimum thing? I'm like, what are you talking about? And so he shows me the syllabus and it says like, oh, we take the minimum of like assignments versus like tests. And I was just like, what? And I remember sitting down with one of my students and trying to calculate what their grade would be after. And like, it didn't make sense because the percentages were off. They weren't even like 100. One of them was like 120 and the other was like not even a full 100. And I was like, how do I calculate this? And so I was like, it was just hard because like these students are clearly trying very hard. And I'm sure some are probably using like AI and stuff to help them. And that's obviously something we wouldn't discourage, but at the same time, I'm somebody that doesn't perform well on exams. And so to see like my own students like suffering just because maybe they're not good at test taking as opposed to just doing assignments. I mean, you see a lot of yourself in them, I guess. And it kind of sucks because we didn't have it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's been like a lot of different changes with the 8A. At least it's like I remember taking it, or like when most of us took it. That, like it's interesting to see how it like affects the students' actual like educational experiences. Yeah. But yeah, no good.
I took 11, so I didn't even have that experience. But like, I couldn't chat GPT anything because it didn't exist yet. So.
Right.
You didn't make your own chat GPT. So
I wish.
No.
Yeah.
I wish I was smart enough.
I barely knew what an array was. Like,
It was tough. It was tough when we first learned it. Really.
Yeah. Do you think having to learn it without ChatGPT like helped you like actually understand and be where you are today?
Yes,
You know?
definitely. It wasn't. When did ChatGPT come out? Like
halfway through our second year. So,
Yeah, around that.
like 2023 or
yeah, around that time.
okay.
It's kind of garbage.
That was when I had already finished my lower division classes.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay. Not me.
yeah,
Or did I?
yeah. I just don't think ChatGPT or any like LLM tool should be used like in lower division classes because it's possible. It's possible. It's possible to pass and get an A without ChatGPT or stuff like that. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah. That's it.
I would say yeah for the most part. Like he's saying, or like Kenny's saying, is like, you know, when you kind of get burned by PAs because you couldn't get help on them because like a lot of PAs back then were like, hey, don't talk to anybody. This better be your own work. If we even see like a speck of something that looks like somebody else's, you're getting AI. And so like, you know, did I still maybe try to talk to people conceptually? Maybe a bit, but like when it comes down to it, right? The code writing was all on my own.
Yeah.
And like with the general idea of most things when you learn is when you write it yourself, you typically remember it better. And like, so obviously, you know, I could I don't know, I could write up an implementation for a linked list in like 10 minutes, right? I maybe wouldn't be able to say the same about some of the people that I tutored for 12. And that's not because they're not like, obviously they're smart because they're here, but they've just become more reliant on different aspects of learning because of ChatGPT. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I just don't think it's being taught to them in a way that's useful, which is why like 8A is obviously trying to gear more towards like being able to sort of have it as like a side helper. We have like AI tutor and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff is useful. But the issue is like, they're still just gonna go, like we've reached the point where it's too easy to just jump to it when you're frustrated, because I've been there too. I get frustrated, I don't understand how to do something. And so I go to ChatGPT and I'm just like, hey, like, how would you me consider doing this? You know, like I try to prompt it in a way where it presents me more with ideas rather than like code itself. Because at least then you understand conceptually how to form everything together. But obviously, I don't feel like a lot of students are doing that. And like, you can kind of see it in the way that they like perform when trying to like program and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll ask a student like, oh, can you write me like a for loop, but like do it with like the range of like values inside an object. So like, you know, for in whatever list you have, right? And they won't really even remember how to write it. And like syntax is not necessarily the most important thing, because even before ChatGPT, you could just like hit tab and there would be like those options of like syntactical finishes for you on VS Code and stuff. So it's not the end of the world. But if syntax was the only issue and like that was the only thing that they weren't learning, then it'd be fine. But it's clearly not just that. It's like the understanding too. Because like they wouldn't understand the syntax and they wouldn't understand how to really structure what we were asking them to do either. So it's like, okay, cool, you have a for loop, but like, how are you now solving the problem using this, right? And I feel like that's something I learned pretty well, is like how to solve the problem in your head before it ever becomes code. And I don't think I don't want to say a lot of students, but I think a good portion of students that rely too much on ChatGPT don't have that as much.
Yeah, and especially like if you get reliant on AI tools like ChatGPT, like 8A, 11 classes like that, you just become too reliant on it in the future. I'm glad that ChatGPT came out like after I took my lower division classes, because like, ooh, that would have been different. Yeah. But yeah, to the people who are in lower division classes, try to restrict yourself. Please get your fundamentals down first before using LLM tools like that.
Though obviously, sorry. To be said though,
Yeah.
if you're just taking 8A for an elective credit, I mean,
Uh,
like in that case, you know, you're never going to need to remember any of this.
Question mainly for Kevin. How was your ERSP experience? I feel like that was sort of, I think that was where I guess met you / heard about you for the first time was during ERSP. Same with Cushy, maybe, I don't know.
So I don't remember you from ERSP. I'm gonna be real. We didn't really interact with the other groups that much.
Yeah, we did.
So like it was really just only the people in my group kind of thing. I mean, it was fun, you know. I never really thought about wanting to do research before. Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you.
Like research just wasn't really something that was on my radar.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was just like, okay, well, I also need to like do something because I didn't get an internship for the summer before that, like in my freshman year, because most people usually don't. But like, I was not, you know, I wasn't the most applied person, and so I didn't really apply for any internships for the next summer either, because I'm kind of terrible at that. And so I just like, what did I do? I just kind of like was like, okay, well, this is an opportunity. I don't even remember how I found it. Like, I think it was just somewhere on Instagram, or maybe I saw a post about it on the CS page or something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply to this. And then it said like, you know, underrepresented. And I was just like, I kind of fall into all the categories of like currently represented, like in CS, aside from like a few things, which I'm not gonna name because that's, you know, it's all good. No comment. And so I applied and it was good. I mean, it taught me a bit about how to like actually like go about finding, you know, things related to the thing I'm trying to research and how to like maybe try to find like a little window between two research papers or a handful of research papers that like maybe there's a little small spot that they didn't touch on or something like that. And so that was obviously really nice because it just gave me more experience with doing that. And it also allowed me to like work with people in projects like Cushy, obviously, and like, you know, our other two partners who are off doing better things than me, frankly. Yeah, I think it was just good to be able to work with people in a group setting like that, especially because like a lot of times, especially in all our lower divs at that point, there weren't really many group setting assignments or anything. Do I think I was the most beneficial person to the team? Not really. Entirely honest with you. You don't have to be nice, it's okay.
No, you were beneficial, okay?
Debatable. But
You literally used your PC for everything.
yeah, but it like okay.
Yes, we
Small side note, okay. We spent like 3 months trying to set up a virtual machine on my computer, only to figure out at the end that it didn't have high enough specs for it. And so they just told us, oh, just use this like what is it? Just use this server. And I was like, what? Was that an option the whole time? Why did you not tell us that? And funny enough, it has been 2 years since we did that. And literally last month, I just remembered that I have that hard drive on my computer and it's unallocated hard drive space because I forgot that I like deleted it for that virtual machine. Or not that, no, it wasn't even a virtual machine. I was dual booting Linux onto my computer. And so I have an extra 500 gigabytes now and I put Linux on it again. And so, yeah, it was good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I learned as much as I would have liked to. I really it did introduce me to computer vision, which was really cool. And it introduced me to like the world of AI, and I'm interested in that now. It's obviously what I'm gonna do in my master's, but like in terms of like actual application and like working with it, not really. Like we read a bunch of research papers to understand how they generally work, but the bulk of the work was really just like parsing output data and like transferring it over to a new like pipeline of like, what was it, like 3D room reconstruction or something. So it was still a really cool idea, but just I have to like really fluff it up in my resume so that it looks bigger than it is, you know. But I did also get to do the summer internship version, where I ended up publishing a research paper with Gerald.
Nice.
And so that was really nice. And that also then kind of led me into the direction of like, oh, well, there's also like a way to use AI for education in a helpful way. And so now I'm kind of in the space of like, well, I don't really want to do education related stuff, but knowing that there's avenues of like using AI to like benefit people and like society as a whole was kind of nice. Because like I was just like, what am I gonna do with CS? So like, because I like feeling tangible like effects of the things that I do.
Yeah.
And CS doesn't immediately feel very tangible because you're just like pushing stuff onto a back end server usually if you're a back end dev, or like if you're front end, then it's like, oh, pretty website, you know, like. So yeah, that was my ERSP experience. I need water. I talk too much.
Kenneth, you already talked about your thoughts on ChatGPT, but I want to get to, because I think you said you did an internship like during the summer, like you worked.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, can you
Where at?
describe that?
Oh, it was at, I can't even say the company name.
Are you legally not allowed to disclose?
Well,
It's an NDA.
I did not sign an NDA. What?
Well, in that case,
Well,
in that case, spill the beans, bro.
I
Or
don't,
what
I
do you
don't
feel
remember-
comfortable sharing?
I don't remember if I did, so like,
Okay, yeah, maybe don't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's
it.
okay.
maybe I won't
Okay.
say,
But
yeah.
like in
Was it
regards
CIA?
No, it is like a San Diego company.
Okay, okay.
It's a San Diego company.
If it was.
Yeah, probably everybody knows it. Everybody has to deal with it. So,
SDG&E.
well, I won't confirm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
comment.
was your experience of like going from like being a student and like learning programming stuff to like actually applying it in like a workplace environment?
Well, okay. So the thing was, I worked as an intern in the cyber threat intelligence team, which was something very, very different from school. Yeah, it was basically like just looking for external threats of the organization, also internal threats, and just like logging them down, giving like brief reports, presentations, a whole lot of that. It wasn't like too technical. It was more like looking outward and just giving all the information to my boss and my team lead. So it gave me experience on that, which was pretty nice. Like, gave me leadership skills, gave me speaking skills. I was a very quiet kid before, so they kind of forced me to talk, which was pretty nice. It was also a really small team, so I got to know them like very well. It was a 3-person team.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So no coding, but in terms of like related to school experience, very different.
No coding at all?
No coding at all.
What was the name of this position? Are you allowed to disclose that? The name of the position?
Cyber threat intelligence intern.
That sounds like there should be CS related to that. Sorry, it's just so confusing.
Perfect. Thank you. I know it's like 1:46. So I don't know if we want to jump
Does
to
it
like
end
the
at 2?
personal.
Or
Or we
We
can end whenever we want.
Yeah, but we don't want to take up too much. of your
Yeah.
Oh, I
time.
don't care.
Okay.
I literally have nowhere to be.
Okay.
I just have tutor hours at 5. That's it.
Okay.
I got class at 5.
Okay, bye. Nowhere to be. Has classified.
Well, I'm assuming we're not going to be here for 4 hours.
No, Gabriel.
No.
Oh,
Gabriel.
okay. Maybe I'll take my phone call with my psychiatrist just online. I got a phone call with her at 3:30. You know?
Just air it all out.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I need more Adderall. Like, no, that's serious. That's serious. I do actually need. I ran out, so I needed more. Yeah, sensitive patient information right there.
Okay. Wait. So do we want to go on to the personal questions or to the activity?
Personal questions.
I like the personal questions are fun.
Let's do the personal question.
I just don't want to
Okay.
talk too much. I feel like I talk a lot.
No, you should. You're
You're
good to
good.
talk.
Good.
You're ready to listen.
Yeah, what were we just okay.
I was also a quiet kid a long time ago. I don't know what changed.
Okay, then I guess let's start with something spicy. So tell us something spicy about you.
You gotta be more specific than
So
that.
you
Yeah,
can do two. Okay. Do you want to do like two truths and one lie type, or
I'm so bad at
or just tell us anything spicy you have?
Just jumping straight to
Just
it.
yeah,
Into the
anything.
spice. There's nothing spicy about it.
I'm sure
There's
there
nothing.
is.
There has to be.
That's gotta
I'm
be
sure
kept.
there is.
That's
At least I don't recognize it.
Define spicy.
Yeah. Please.
I guess something not generic or something like my
something
name
we don't
is-
know at least. Just something.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
go
all
with
of-
that, I guess.
I feel like you guys know everything weird that's happened because I'm very vocal about it. Alright. I'll think of something better, but in the meantime, I have a small one.
Mhm.
My roommates and I, at one point, I'm not even going to disclose what year, so you don't know which roommates it is. Should I say this actually? I feel like this is actually potentially illegal,
Whoa!
so I'm maybe not going to.
Yeah, don't say it, don't say it.
Is the statute of limitations over for you?
Wait, it's what, like 5 years?
Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah, it depends what the offense is.
Questionable things were done during a blackout.
That's pretty spicy.
Oh.
Okay.
Like some after sunset vibe.
That could be a
No,
token of multiple
not like a blackout, like not like alcohol blackout, like a literal like all the electricity's gone blackout.
Oh, okay.
But I do remember a funny thing. This isn't spicy, but it was just funny. So during that blackout, it was like 1 a.m. The lights were still not on, and I was like, I should try to go to sleep, and then I didn't. And so we just walked around campus with all the lights off, which is like a weird feeling because the like street lights are off. It's like way darker, and you realize when everything's off, except for the CS building was still on. So like I like looked at it and I was like, are you guys the only ones that get generators around here? Like, I mean, I know they have sensitive information, and like if any of those machines go down mid-run, it could like destroy them. But like, what was happening? Oh, I was just walking around in the dark and I had a clown wig on. Because I don't remember. Oh, because my buddy like bought a clown wig for some reason, and I don't remember why, but he did. And so we're walking around in the dark, and I got like a rainbow afro on, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard me laugh, like really laugh, but like I have like, if I'm laughing really hard, it becomes a clown laugh at some point. And so like in the cover of darkness at 2 a.m, like you'll just see a rainbow afro emerge with like a laugh, and my buddies would just be trailing behind me, and there were like a handful of like girls, like just like in like it positioned all around campus where we were walking. So like I remember one time I walked through the narrow corridors in ERC and emerged to a set of stairs laughing, and there were just girls standing there like jiggling a doorknob trying to get into where they were going. And I was just like, oh my bad. Yeah.
That is way more spicy than I thought. What?
It wasn't on purpose. I wasn't trying to scare anyone. I just thought it was funny to wear the wig.
I cannot top that. The only thing I can think of is like before 3rd grade, before I moved to San Diego, I used to live in San Jose, and I think back in like 1st grade or 2nd grade, I don't really remember this, but apparently my mom told me that I used to have a girl over at like
In the 3rd grade?
Yeah, no, in 1st grade.
grade.
In 1st grade.
Great.
And like apparently she was blonde. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, there was a girl, and then like you brought her to my house.
To my house is crazy.
And I'm just like,
To my home.
and I'm just like, wait, I don't remember this. And she's like, no, you brought her like 4 days a week. And I'm like, I'm like, what?
She wasn't paying rent.
I'm like, what? Just like visiting though, not like living, but like visiting. So I was just like, wait, I actually don't remember this, but I do remember like hugging her before I went to San Diego.
Oh, before
yeah.
you did that.
Before I did that, yeah.
Just got an email.
Wait, you want to try and do long distance or?
No, I didn't even have a phone back then. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I actually got my first phone in like 4th grade. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't
That
even
is
like an iPhone.
spicy. That is.
Really?
That is
Yeah,
That's the only one I have.
That is
Uh,
spicy.
Random side
Alright,
note,
yes.
but I just got an email from the CSE department, and I'm tutoring 2 classes in the summer.
Oh, let's go.
Hold on.
Okay, hold it.
Okay, maybe just one.
It's okay.
Because the email said 2 for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, the email showed 8A and 150. Oh, they accidentally assigned me 8A.
Accent.
Wait, what?
Wait, what is happening? Hold on. Pause chat.
Raw, unfiltered moment.
Whoa. Wait.
Wait, Audrey, that's yours.
Okay, I think you were looking at the chat. What happened?
Almond.
Read the comments.
Whatever.
Almond said you should reconnect. Hello, read the comments. Almond, why are you so mean?
We don't care about Kevin's emails followed by congrats.
Whoa.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Report right
Yeah.
now.
Get her out of the chat. How did they accidentally assign me to both? That's actually kind of
Wait, so
funny.
what class are you tutoring?
150A.
Oh.
Which I would have maybe preferred 8A because that's a little low stakes,
What's your bonjour?
but Solaris.
Oh.
During the
Wow.
summer.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Nice.
teach during summer.
Yeah, I'm a little scared actually now. Because I like,
Wait,
I
be
did,
careful.
I did.
Guys, careful with words. Careful with
No,
words.
no, I meant about the class because I did well on 8A, but like, I'm not gonna, or no, 150A, but I'm not gonna deny that I struggled with it.
Yeah, it's a tough class.
It was a tough class, so hopefully I can like really explain this stuff to the kids because I'm gonna like struggle if I can't.
Well, you'll be forced to. So.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 0.2, which is
0.2.
8 hours.
Nice.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Money is money. Oh wait, no, that's not why I'm doing it though. Wait, no, that's not why. That's not why. No, it is just because I like tutoring. But like, I appreciate that it now means I can like probably take my girlfriend out on like a date or something.
Oh, nice.
Guys, Almog is wondering what happened to her. Like,
Zero clue.
Really?
no,
Yeah.
you should
Just
put it
ghost
on
her?
TikTok. You should be like, TikTok, do your thing.
Yeah.
Try to find blonde
There's
person.
so many blonde girls
No,
out
you
there.
have to say like location,
Yeah.
school, and then
Like,
blah blah blah.
yeah, just be like, I was Kenny. Like, if you're saying this, like,
She
give
says
me
to
a.
look her up right now.
I have no idea.
Who are we looking up? The blonde girl?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Yeah, but like I don't remember the name to be honest.
Bro, just search up blonde girl
Oh,
from San
geez,
Jose. You'll
that's
find
weird.
her.
It's been such a long time.
Wow. Was she like heartbroken or was she like fine with it?
I don't quite remember. But I think she was like a mix of both, actually. Yeah.
I thought Ismail was a teacher. I thought Ismail was doing
Yes, it is.
It is?
8A.
Yeah.
So they selected me and then unselected me. I'm so confused.
No, I heard from Ancho today like their selection process was kind of scuffed because like they didn't have access because they're not like instructors, so they had to do it through like they literally had to remote control like another person's computer on Zoom.
Is that why it was so late?
It's possible. I don't know.
But then they took me off.
Leaked info.
They put me on 8A and then they took me off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because then I would have had 18 hours combined if they did both.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
That would have been great. Anyways, I don't have any girl stories particularly, unfortunately. But yeah. The TV off the roof was probably my best story.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
That was
I don't
good.
think I have much that beats TV off the roof. We did strap Triton to go boxes to my friend's feet. One of my roommates put like a Triton to go box on each foot and then jumped down a flight of stairs and they just shattered just like into a million pieces.
That makes sense. That's exactly
Even
what
I didn't know about
expect
this
to happen.
story.
Yeah. No, that's one of the more tame ones.
Yes.
Kevin has some really good stories.
Yeah.
I'm
His
just like,
second year was
My second year was
interesting,
wild.
actually. It was
A
wild.
lot went on back then. And I fell down a hill and was in the hospital for 2 weeks. So let that also be on the
That's true.
record.
Crazy times.
All right.
How was it growing up in San Diego for both of you? Yeah. Wait, actually, which part of San Diego are you from, Kevin?
So I first lived in Mira Mesa for like
Uh-huh.
18 years,
Okay.
and then at the peak of end of like high school, moved out to City Heights, so down southeast-ish.
Mm.
I know my landlord ain't seeing this. Screw you. He was not supposed to kick us out. It was the middle of COVID. Like,
Oh.
but I don't even know if we like legitimately had a lease. So
Oh.
I was too young when we first moved in for me to actually remember if we signed a lease or not. So, you know, that's how it be. It was good. I see. The thing is I didn't have a car until last year.
Same.
So I didn't really get to explore San Diego much. Anything I did was if my family would take me there, which was not often because like, you know, conserve gas and whatnot. And if like a friend would take me or something. And so in essence, I would honestly say that people who come here for college and like constantly go around places have probably experienced more of San Diego than I have in my 18 years of being here, or I guess 22 now.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, because there's, you know, it's hard to like do anything here if you don't have a car because everything is so like vehicle focused. Like everything is a drive away, but it's never a walk away.
That's true.
But it's nice, you know, it's nice that I could go to the beach if I wanted to, even if I never did.
Mhm.
And like, it's I guess it's nice to have the options, even if it's expensive. And the temperature is good actually, but lately it hasn't been very sunny, except for now. But
Yeah, it has been
sunny San Diego, my ass.
What about you, Kenny?
I
Except
said
for
today
today.
it's sunny.
Except for
Okay.
today.
I mean, since I moved here since third grade, like it's been very chill. Like I don't know, like just go fishing and then on the weekends. I should stay at home honestly. It's just I live in a pretty nice neighborhood too, so all the neighbors are like very quiet. Most of them are elderly, so yeah. I've been just growing up in that. I don't know how much more to say. It's just it's been a pretty like this sort of life, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. It was pretty quiet, yeah, I would admit. I don't know. I mean, it's a nice place, but there's a reason I wanted to go somewhere else for college.
Mhm.
It's just like you be in one place for the entirety of your life, it gets kind of stale eventually.
That's true. Yeah. I definitely wanted to move for college.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm here now. But I feel like being here, like it seems like it would be such a sick place to grow up, but maybe that is just like if you have a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like people who are willing to take you out all the time.
Yeah.
I biked everywhere, dude. Like
Mm.
sometimes I would like literally like do like a couple mile trips just to like go to places.
I just relied on my parents until they told me to get a driver's license. I was like, fair. I mean, I make you drive all the time, so.
Perfect. Should we do more personal questions?
Sure.
What else is there?
Oh.
I got all the time in the world until 3:30.
So, how do you feel about graduating soon and starting the master's program?
No comment.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that a no comment?
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is not even like spicy.
Well, I mean, okay, how do I feel about it? I feel pretty good. I mean, like, at least I'm not unemployed, right? I mean, technically, I'm unemployed because I'm in school, but, like, there's something to do at least,
Yeah.
right? At least for another year or two. So, yeah, very happy about that.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I think back to, like, my experiences my freshman year, and then I have to remind myself that that was 3 years ago now, and that like I'm 22 now and not 18 anymore. It's just one of those time lapses in your mind where it's like I barely remember anything that happened in my second year except for when I lived with my roommates. Like my junior year was okay. It was fine. I did my best, but I was commuting for the first time and it sucked. Now I kind of got a hold on all that, so I'm doing decently well in my classes. But it's just one of those things where it's like I'm excited that it's ending, but it also feels weird that it is
Mhm.
because this takes up 4 years of your life. It's like almost half a decade
Yeah.
just to like get a piece of paper that says you did it.
Mm.
Only to now be told that that paper isn't enough anymore and that you have to have like 10 years of experience on an API that came out a year ago. Like, it was also just weird because in the time of being here, you like coming in as a freshman, CS and like data science and that stuff were still in like that high bubble of like good job out of college.
Mhm.
Second year, it like rose a bit more because my like sister's boyfriend got a job at Amazon like his first year out and like was making a bunch. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be me. And then third year it like popped. And then fourth year it just continued to drop.
Mhm.
And now it's like at this point, because at the time I was like, well, do I need to get a master's? Like maybe not, maybe. Now it's at the point where I'm like, I'm partially getting a master's just to give myself more time.
Mhm.
Which like sounds crazy because I know it costs a lot of money, but like, you know, if I
Rather
can,
be in
if I can get a
school.
job eventually, like I'd rather have a job and pay off those loans than not have a job but also not have loans.
Mhm.
You know, I can suffer some loans if it means I can eventually get a job to pay it off.
Yeah.
But then on the other end, I'm just excited to actually do grad school because I do enjoy school and I enjoy learning. And since I'm not really learning through internships because I haven't really gotten any, this is a different way of still learning more stuff. Because in undergrad, you don't really get to focus on the things that you like even though you like pick a major, even then they still make you do a bunch of general classes for that major. So it's like you take a systems class, which is obviously important. You know, nobody denies that. You take it's a theoretical math class, arguably less important. No, obviously that's a joke. Like theoretical math is very important. I just don't like it because I'm not good at it. And then I took as many like of the AI courses as I could, but it felt like all of them were very surface level, and there was never really a follow up to any of them. Like, and if there was, it usually like was rarely ever offered. Like, what is it? 152 is CV. 152B gets offered like once in a millennia, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and so I was just like, okay, well, maybe I should go to grad school because then I can actually focus on what I want to do. Because I know on one hand, it's like just do projects and like work in your own time, and that's a good way to learn this stuff. But I work better learning from somebody than on my own. And so I figured it was better for me to go back to school for it, even if it doesn't necessarily reflect the same as like having a full-blown project under my belt about it.
Do you want to keep doing personal or?
We can do both. How long is that activity? That'll help us determine.
Wait, how long do you think that activity's gonna be?
No, like
Oh. My bad, Kane.
20 is long. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about like the first round.
Yeah.
5 minutes? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Well, you already saw the pass. Okay, we could do like.
You gotta do multiple
You're right,
rounds,
right.
Okay,
surely.
60 minutes.
Okay.
Like 20 minutes.
We can do a few more questions then. Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, and then I guess
I do have to head out at 2:30 though.
okay, let's do activity then.
I feel like we
But I
neglected to
could
mention
like,
that.
and then you guys can continue though.
Or we go to activity though.
Yeah, let's go activity.
Okay.
No more
Alrighty.
no comments.
No more
No
comments.
more no comments.
Now it's
What
I
other
don't
questions
know.
did you guys have? I was curious.
We
Not
can ask
that
at the
much
end.
more, to be honest.
Not that much more.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do the password game. We're gonna do like just like a practice run to like get the vibes going and like understand the game. So Kushi, you're gonna be with Kenneth and Thomas with Kevin.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, first
Yeah,
off,
let's go.
is this ChatGPT generated?
You have to use your brains. I'm gonna be in the middle.
Okay.
That way, yeah.
Get over here, Devin. Get over here.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Oh, you're over there.
Oh. Okay.
He wants Thomas, I
Sorry.
guess. I'm like,
3v1.
ah.
Do this
Wow.
like ATA. That works.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay, so it's called the password game. It's hard babysitting. Okay. So the password game is kind of like charades in a way, but not really. So I'm gonna give a one word, the password, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna let one person. So I assume I'll give it to you too.
Okay.
Okay. I'll show you the password, so you can either say pass or play. AKA, if you say pass, then you won't go first. Kevin will take the first try at it.
So he
And-
can go first.
This is like charades, you
No,
said?
sorry, go ahead.
You give a hint, right, about the word essentially.
Yeah, one single word as a hint. So you give a hint, one word, or you could try to use like facial expressions, hands, or something, but it has to be like one clue.
So I can
Okay.
give one hint.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
to Kushi. Okay.
Kushi.
And
okay.
then and then she says what she thinks
She
it
tries to
is.
guess it.
If it's wrong,
Uh-huh.
then we move on to the other pair. But then you already have a clue, which is
Yeah.
what you know what I mean. That's
Oh,
that's why the
right.
pass. Yeah, that's why
Right.
the pass and play is like, ooh, do you want to like
Do you go
risk
first?
it or not? Yeah.
I mean, why would you not just throw it all on the table? You know, just try.
Might as well.
So when can people guess?
Here, let me get that wrapper. From
So it'll be like so let's say you start, right? You give it to Kushi,
Yeah.
she tries to guess it. If
And I
she's
fail.
wrong, then Kevin gives it to me. I try and guess it. If I'm wrong, it goes back to you.
Okay.
And so it just don't gets it.
Okay.
What if we just don't get it? How many tries are we doing?
keeps
We could do
going.
two. Yeah.
Two tries.
Oh, sorry, tries until you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you-
Okay. We will eventually have to.
No, you'll have to get it. Like,
Yeah. Inevitably.
Okay.
It's like what is it? Like
Wait,
reinforcement learning.
you guys
It's
didn't check the
actually-
doc, right? Just to make sure you
Huh?
know the word.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, let me change it then. No,
Wait, no, I
I haven't.
No,
I actually
no,
haven't.
no,
She don't trust you
I
guys.
don't
No,
trust
I
you
did
guys. Okay.
Oh, and you're out of
This will be-
Thomas, you're out of-
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with you, okay? Well, both of
Wait,
you
this
guys are
is
gonna
just
know.
a practice round, right?
Sure. The word. Do you see?
Okay. What can I like?
Wait.
What can
This
I?
is the word.
Wait, that's unfair. Like, he had
And-
more time to think about it, but like,
No, but
that's
he goes
fair.
And I'm assuming we can't use words that are inside of it.
Can we like mouth it?
No.
No.
I'm trying to find shortcuts
You
here.
give it hints that's related to
Yeah.
to what the
The word.
password is.
But I'm assuming you can't use a word.
Correct.
Like if it's a multi-word password, it can't be the word that's in the password.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is there a limit on what I can
Dang.
act?
It's one
No,
word.
it shouldn't be like a whole acting word, like
Wait,
or a whole
One
acting.
word. There's no
Yeah,
action.
It's
a
a
word.
one word. You could do like facial expressions or like hand gestures to
Mhm.
like emphasize something,
Mhm.
but you're not really like acting. It's just
Yeah.
like one
Or
word.
or just say the word.
Yeah.
Either word.
And lose if you do so. But
Okay. So
Okay.
do you want to pass or do you want to play?
I'll play.
Wait, I need to tell the chat what the word is. 1 second. Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat.
what's up, chat?
Could you stop looking at the
I'm
chat?
not looking at the chat. I'm looking at our audience.
Unbelievable.
I'm looking
Okay.
at our
Okay.
audience.
Do you want to?
actually.
Wait, sorry. Did you say you want to play?
Yeah. Like.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right?
So just no word and just one. Okay.
So
I thought we were supposed to use a hint word, not
You
not
can tell me
charades.
the
It's not literally charades. You give her a word. You tell her a word.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could say
Like you could
You can
use
give
hand gestures to like emphasize something.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Like if I say, yeah.
I like that
from YouTube. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
But that's so easy. You should be. He literally just showed you what the word is.
what?
Okay.
Okay. I'll say one word.
Okay.
4.
I thought we said,
Oh.
I thought we said we couldn't use the words that are inside of it.
Wait, what?
You give a accompanying hint. It's like if you're trying to help a student with a
Yeah.
problem, instead of telling them the
Wait,
solution,
so like, okay,
You guide
if,
them towards
if
the
the
answer.
word was 4 loop, right? You say like repeat or something.
Yeah.
cycle, you know.
Yeah.
But you could be like repeat, like something with like your face or
I
like your
see.
hand, but
the
not
main
like a
thing should
full.
be the word.
Yeah.
Dang, I did
Okay.
not understand.
No,
what
you're
y'all
good.
said.
That's why there's a practice round. Okay, I'll give you the next word, and then I'll let you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the word.
Go.
Okay, do you want to pass or do you want to play?
I mean, I'll play. How much time do I get to like decide a hint? Should we put a time limit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
How long? A minute?
I feel like that's a little long. I think 30 seconds.
Click.
9.
50 seconds.
Hold on, she's got to bring up the timer. Yeah. 15 seconds?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
15 seconds.
Wait, you said
Wait, Kenny's
you
locked
said
in.
play?
Kenny's
Yeah, play.
Okay.
Kenny's
Don't
locked in.
distract. Don't distract.
Food.
Yeah.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Do I get it?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
Food.
Oh, time's up. Just kidding.
No,
What?
that's
That's
the
it.
Yeah, for like
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
I go with Java.
I see your line of thinking. I see your line of thinking.
I'm cooking.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let me cook.
Okay, wrong. You're wrong. Go ahead.
Here, if it helps, I can do a timer on here instead, so it's more visible.
Celebration.
Oh.
Greeting party.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Yo, Kush, you
That
You
was
said food and you said
Yeah.
celebration. I was like, greeting
There
party.
it is.
All right.
Yo,
Lucky that
That's
food
one
part
point.
helps also
Yeah.
with the celebration to combine.
Okay, we'll do another one because that was pretty quick. Okay, let me.
Celebration is a good clue. actually.
Yeah. Angelica, thank you.
Okay, another one. It's like flipped, but okay.
Flip
Flipped.
Flip classroom.
Okay. Do you want to pass or do you want to play?
Huh?
Um,
I'm worried. I'm worried.
What was that noise? That was not a human noise.
Human noise is crazy.
Oh, I think 50 seconds.
I'll play.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
He's gonna play.
Play?
He's gonna play.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Do I only get like a one-word hint?
Yes.
One word. Everything else.
Can I say like a class?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
CC 30.
That is not one word.
I mean, it's like
It's
the.
only one
He said a
time,
class.
so that's
Well.
fine.
Wait, can I ask a question? Or
No,
just,
what?
okay.
Jimmy, what?
Chill.
Hey, what? What are you doing? Is this conversation now?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to think his train of thought. Like if it's like professor or like language or like something with the class itself.
I'm worried if I say the word I say.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
CC30.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds.
We're not having a timer for a beep.
Wait, no, we should have a timer too, for
Fine,
sure.
fine.
Okay, 30 seconds already.
Something.
You see the face?
That's a good guess.
Okay, your turn. 15 seconds to figure it out.
Dynamic.
Mm.
I could have used a
30
better word, but I
seconds.
didn't want to give him too much.
So you're not gonna get it at all.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Memory?
Okay.
Not quite.
Oh, damn.
What?
Okay, 15 seconds so you can think of a clue.
PA.
Okay, 30 seconds.
I'm thinking 29 Malik PA, but I don't know.
How strong is your CS30?
Mine is not strong, actually.
Not strong.
Okay, you have
Okay,
15
me
seconds. You have
neither.
15 seconds
Not
to
strong.
guess.
C is my
So
weak
one
point.
word.
Me too.
10 seconds.
Malik, I don't know.
Great.
Thank you for the Malik PA being mentioned in your meetings for the audience.
We're almost there.
Let's go,
Okay.
Kishi.
Okay, let's do the one I had. Hold on.
We're both cooking. 2-0. 2-0.
Okay, best out of 5.
Teamwork.
Let's go.
Hold on. I had.
So let's start a lock
I'm so locked in. I'm so locked in now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's this
Wait, how many are
word.
we doing?
About to bring it back.
This will be the last one.
Oh.
Well, there's no hope.
Ooh.
Oh,
Double
okay.
points.
Okay, yeah. Well, that would just make us tie.
Then we need a tiebreaker.
I hope you do.
This is the all or nothing round.
Okay.
Oh God.
So, do you want to pass or do you want to play?
Oh my God.
Oh, hello. I'll play.
Okay.
Okay.
Model.
Model.
Or models, whatever, plural.
Machine learning.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. Okay, so should
I was gonna say
we
regression.
do one more or should we?
We need a tiebreaker now.
Yeah,
If
we
we're
gotta do
doing
two
double
more
point for
now.
that. Or
Two more.
if that one was just a single point, then we win.
Oh, let's go. We win.
Yay!
Hold on,
We win.
no.
It's
No
not,
cut.
this is not deep on video.
Three seems a little too light, you know.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Deep mind fellow,
In fact, Thomas got that one.
Did you also get the deep mind fellow?
No, like the word,
He
ML.
wishes. He wishes.
ML.
I wish
Should've
too,
been
man.
Yeah,
I
you
should've
chose
been
education, not AIML.
Okay,
Should've been
let me
mine.
put it in the chat.
Oh God.
Okay.
Bro,
Do
it's
you
cooked.
wanna pass? Oh wait, no, wait, yeah. Do you wanna?
I'll play,
pass?
I'll play.
Okay.
Play.
Nobody's passed so far. Hey, you paused it, by the
That's
way.
a deep in him.
Oh,
Kenny's
oh,
accessing
sorry.
his built-in, his little ChatGPT.
Okay,
It's
you
that
have
inner
like
machine learning,
He's got the
brother.
meta AI glasses on.
you have like
You got like
5
4
seconds
seconds,
left.
brother.
8A.
Oh God, that is so big.
that's what you. Sorry.
Where's the
Okay,
But that is so wrong. Oh.
I almost said the word by accident. Wait, what's the word again?
Oh god.
T.
Okay.
Yes,
I
he's a
know.
good
It's
guy.
He's a good guy.
I'm thinking.
All right.
Oh God, there's
5
T,
seconds.
the professors.
3 seconds. And
Toronto.
Okay.
Alright, I will play.
You have to.
Oh yeah, my bad. Worksheets.
Worksheets.
Oh. Okay.
Discussion.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
We're
Let's
that like
Okay.
I was trying to think of that word.
Alright, tiebreaker.
Just trying to think of the word
Tiebreaker.
worksheet.
That was good.
you should have said Audrey. I could have also kind of guessed that.
Chat, do you guys have?
You say chat.
Audience is gonna
I'm live
what
audience.
is this?
Greeting.
You said
Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't. My bad. I didn't realize you were Michael. That's on me. I just thought that was somebody random in chat. I thought they were making a joke.
That's so funny.
I don't know everybody's names. I'm not solid like that.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm thinking.
I would have just said depression.
Okay, this one's hard.
Oh
This one's
God.
Okay, that's good.
Is it from the audience?
Kenny has no reaction every time.
I know.
He has
Okay.
no reaction.
So I think your turn.
I'm good at
Do you
poker.
want to pass or do you want to play?
Is it from the audience though? Can we at least
No,
know that?
don't stop asking questions, man. What's going on, gang?
Thomas is playing it fair.
What's going on, gang?
Okay.
Okay, but that's also fair format if he knows too. Like that's.
Yeah, I guess I'm playing.
Okay.
I'm debating which word I want to use though.
This one's hard to be honest. Not gonna lie.
That's good.
CPU.
CPU. I'll go with processor. No.
Um.
Okay. fair enough.
Percent EBP.
Motherfucker uses combo words. What is this?
God, I think this is from the audience. I don't do 29, bro.
Oh.
Oh, this might be.
Wait, yeah, then you're done.
If you know, you know.
I don't. I don't remember my C or C++ stuff, bro.
That's one word, right? That counts.
Oh,
That counts,
I
right?
think that's just one, yeah.
Questionable.
Wait,
Are
can you
you
repeat what
Googling
you
it?
said though?
Percent.
No, I'm trying to
Okay.
find other words.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, I know this.
Bruh.
Oh, time's up.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Architecture.
See, there's two things it could be.
We'll pick the right one.
I feel like this one is more common, so I'm gonna go with pointer.
That would have been good, but no. Okay, if you guys don't get it, we'll switch to a different
Wait,
word.
I want one more after that you go.
Okay,
Oh, God.
go ahead, Kenan.
Kushi, if you know this,
I don't think I do.
this might give it away.
I feel like that's the point.
AT&T.
Wait, that's actually pretty good. That's actually
What?
pretty good. Oh shit, my bad.
That's like networking, but like.
No.
TCP connection. Sorry.
No, okay,
That shit
is not
AT&T,
right,
CCU. I don't know, bro.
I forgot what word I was gonna use.
Let's go.
Okay, done. Okay, your turn.
Wait, you're not gonna guess? Just guess.
No, it's done.
Time's up, bro.
Okay.
I'm trying to go through my memory for the class itself.
Okay.
Kushi.
Put 2 seconds.
Transfer my knowledge to
I don't have that knowledge.
I don't get the AT.
Does this make sense?
Oh, Thomas, you too?
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Oh, I thought I knew.
Kevin, you know, right?
I don't know. Intel.
What?
You know, right?
Yeah, he knows
Yeah.
the word.
He knows the word.
Like it's a good hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've done it that I don't really remember it that well.
Okay.
Not enough to like give good hints about it. Sorry. There's a reason I don't tutor 29.
Yes.
I don't know. I was thinking something else, but clearly it's not that anymore. I'll go with ISP.
Internet service provider?
Yeah.
Intel doesn't provide
No.
service.
Do you guys want to say what the word was?
It was x86.
Oh.
Not a fucking CSC 29 topic for the record.
No, because
Oh,
I
okay,
knew
but like-
I knew percent EBP was a register, but I forgot.
I was saying percent EBP.
Yeah.
Base
I was thinking
point.
like 142, like all my things I learned from
But
that.
the AT&T meant AT&T syntax, which is x86 assembly.
I should
I
have
didn't
said
make that
syntax.
connection.
Okay, I'll get one last one before I dip.
Okay.
Okay. This word.
Was the word. Let me see. Oh.
That's easy. Okay, do you want to pass or do you want to
I'll play. I'll play.
Okay, okay.
It's a confident play.
Push.
Push. I'm thinking either 190 or GitHub. It's all like Git.
Excuse
so
me.
what do I go with?
I hope Bro doesn't fall down the hill like I did.
what else would you do? Like 190 large code bases is my guess.
That's not one word, though.
All right. Oh, it has
No,
to
it
be
doesn't
one
have to be.
word.
It does not have to be one word.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, the
password is one
The
word.
password.
Bro just gave away answers for free. Damn.
Okay, time's
GitHub,
up.
GitHub.
Oh, you're correct. Just on the dot. It was like
That's
1
questionable.
second.
Good one.
That was a good one. Okay.
That's a little questionable.
So,
Push to GitHub.
Bro just straight up said it's a one-word password turn.
good job.
I already said I'm guessing either like GitHub like or 190, and I'm like
Yeah.
thinking like because like.
But then you were stuck on 190. He was like, no, it's one word.
Okay,
It's all good. It's all good.
perfect. We're gonna
Time
do
for
this
more
again.
hot seat questions, I guess. Just kidding. You need to leave, yeah.
Yes.
I'm a dip, but you guys can feel free to continue.
I'm sure you guys
Thank you,
wrote
chat, for
a
your
long
help.
list.
Chat.
All right.
Thank you, chat. I just thought it wrong.
hit us with the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
I just thought since it came from audience, it had to be
You can follow
29
the
related.
table, too.
So I was trying to think what is in 29, which I've
It'll
never
just be
really looked
easier.
at.
There's no way I was getting X86.
Yeah.
There's no
I was
shot.
thinking it came from chat, so I was thinking like 29. What do they do?
There's no shot. No, because I knew it was a register, but I didn't realize it.
I'm trying to say register
If only
is
you knew
assembly, you know?
cars.
Yeah.
You said percent EVP, so I was thinking like 142 stuff for a moment, but then I'm like, they came from the chat, so I was like, what do they do in 29?
Yeah.
If you knew, yeah,
That
if you knew
tripped
anything
me
about
up, you
cars, I
guys.
would have just said GR. 8.6.
Okay.
All right, hit us with that next one.
All right. Back to personal questions, I guess. Okay. So, being at
Should we squeeze in now so that nobody's like getting cut out of frame?
Yeah, you can.
Scoot. Scoots.
Oh,
Let's talk about your hobbies. What
hobbies.
hobbies did you have before? What did you leave, and what did you pick up recently
How
in college term?
in college? I mean, I like just barely started photography when I was in my last year of high school, and then didn't have a camera for like 3 years because the one that I used in high school was just like a loaner camera, and so the minute I like graduated, I had to like give it back to them. And so it was like a dead hobby for like a while because cameras are expensive and I couldn't afford to get one. And then eventually I found a used one and bought that like my sophomore or my junior year and just kind of been slowly trying to like do more photography with that. I'm not amazing, but I'm like slowly building it up. Like I'm getting more lenses and stuff. I skateboard, currently on a hiatus, but I will be back inevitably. Maybe at the bottom of a hill again, but we'll figure that out.
I hope the same thing does not happen, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't have a lot of hobbies that I like talk about. I mean, I play games. I play games. I watch movies sometimes when I feel like sitting still for a while. I think about coding and then never actually code. that's a big hobby of mine.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know.
What sort of photography do you like doing? Like anything specific you like shooting, or just anything that looks? I saw a picture of like that Coke can one day.
Yeah, it was a Dr. Pepper, but yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I have this thing in my head where I wish I was one of those people that could like see a photo before they take it. But I don't think that I am. But I think the issue is I try to be. And so it ends up being the case where I'm just like, I need to find the coolest thing I could take a photo of. When in reality, photography is literally just about turning mundane things into like something that means something. And so I try too hard sometimes, I think. And that ends up making it so my photos kind of suck. But I would say that I like portraits just because it's nice to like be able to like capture somebody in like a moment of time and then like, you know, give that back to them later to look at. Or like, I like photos of people and I also like photos of like buildings and like nature. So like, I can't really do landscape photography because my lenses aren't really built for that. But maybe when I got a couple $100 to spare, I can buy a camera lens that actually is meant for landscape photography. And cars. I just don't have any cool cars to take photos of right now, so I gotta wait for that.
Oh, you soon.
So yeah, inevitably, when that CS check hits.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
911 or Porsche 911 off the bat.
Yeah, I have some hobbies. Well, I'm trying to get back into like playing the piano because I used to play piano for like over a decade, but then I stopped, and then for like a year, and then yeah, I'm trying to get back to it. Hands a bit crusty, but it's okay. It needs a bit more practice.
Thomas will be adjusting the chat now.
it's okay. I don't need to be in frame.
Swerve.
Which one should I move?
Yeah, that one.
No.
That's it. That's too far. That's too far.
No, you're not. No.
You're giving away sensitive information. A little more.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
There you go.
Thank you, Jet.
No, I can't go out now.
All right.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, piano. I'm trying to get back into it.
Mhm.
Second one's fishing. I like to go lake fishing, sometimes pier fishing, whenever I have time. I'd also say going on Instagram, watching videos.
This is me.
Doom scrolling.
Doom
Okay.
scrolling. I'm in a bad habit of doing that. I'm trying to restrict myself from using Insta and YouTube. It's addicting, I gotta
That's
say.
fair, that's fair.
I guess my last one would be bowling, if I
Mm.
can. It's a bit expensive,
Yeah.
Mm.
but if I can go, I'd be happy to go.
Yeah. Mesa Lanes on Monday is cheap, I think.
Yeah, they have like college nights too,
Yeah.
which makes it
Too
cheaper.
bad I'm not doing my party on Monday.
Yeah. Come on.
We're
Change the
not-
date. Change the
I'm
date.
not doing
I
that.
don't know, that'd be crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Wait, have you caught like any big fish or anything crazy? Or no?
I mean, I've caught like several birds. I've caught like
Birds?
crabs. Like yeah.
Like you fishing birds out of the river?
No, like accidentally like snagging them while casting.
Or just
And I just like, and then like it just hits a bird, and I'm like, oh
100% targeted.
yeah. I did not see that coming.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, starfish sometimes.
Starfish.
Yeah,
Where are you fishing?
like pier.
Bikini bottom, apparently.
It's so funny.
Like big catfish sometimes at like
Ah,
lakes.
okay.
So like my biggest one's like this big, like
Whoa.
this thick.
What?
Like
Whoa.
it's big.
That's insane.
Yeah, and I ate all of it.
Nice, nice.
It's good.
Farm fresh to table.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
freshly caught.
Skipping the farm in the middle.
But they're all technically farm
Sure.
raised.
Yeah.
But then they release it into the lake
Yeah.
for recreational use. Yeah.
Recreational.
Yeah, yeah. That's how they do that.
Bro's a pro fisher.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, Kenny, I know you're a bit of a boba fiend. I'd
Oh
say.
gosh,
You're a
yes.
boba fiend. Wait, Kevin, do you enjoy boba as well, or not quite?
I enjoy the drink. I do not like the balls.
Interesting.
Mm.
Actually, a lot of people say that. A lot of people are like, I just like the tea, but not the actual. Boba.
Yeah, so I enjoy milk tea.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't like having to chew while I'm drinking.
I like the chewy part though.
No, the chewy part's good. I do like occasionally I'll still get boba in my drink if I really feel like chewing that day. But a lot of the times I'm just like, I don't like if I'm sipping too fast and then suddenly like a bunch of boba just sucks down my
Yeah.
throat. And it's like I would rather
How fast are you drinking?
fast enough apparently. Like, I don't like having to think about two things at once while I'm drinking a drink. You know,
Bro is a vat.
it's either I drink or I chew, and it cannot be both.
I see.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, but anyway, so Kenny, what are your favorite boba spots in San Diego?
Okay, I'd have to list Omomo at the top.
Okay.
Shout out Momo.
Second would be Bushiland,
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Second. Okay.
and then third would go Fan Fan
Okay.
because it's nearby.
Really?
Mm.
And
Oh,
then,
just
and then
proximity
last.
alone.
Proximity, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Fan Fan.
Yeah.
50%
Rank
discount
the drinks
sponsor
as
us.
well, though.
Mhm.
Which drink? Like, what's your order for each place?
Usually just milk tea. I just go plain simple.
For all of them?
For all of them, brown sugar boba. Sometimes I put
Mm.
crystal boba.
Interesting.
Yeah, 'cause I actually like the chewy part of it, unlike some people.
Oh!
Like I said, I like chewing on
Okay,
stuff
okay.
just separately.
Okay, boba or like the jelly, like lychee jelly or something like
I've
that?
never tried lychee jelly, so I think I should try that.
I like jellies
There we
more than
go.
boba.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What does it taste like?
What type of jelly?
Jelly.
I don't know, I like coconut or lychee jelly actually. I felt,
Is it literally just jelly?
yeah.
It's pretty solid though. Like it's
It's like snappy jelly.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some
Well,
jelly.
that's worth a try then.
My favorite boba place is 85 because my buddy works there and I always get a
85
discount.
has boba. I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah,
just
it's-
bakery.
It's not because I actually like the boba. I just like the discount.
It's kind of like a side thing. I think the main thing is the bakery. But
Yeah.
that's over there. Just 'cause-
I've just seen that bakery part of it, and then I just see it all has pretty much eggs. Walks.
Yeah.
I gotta start eating eggs, man.
No,
Eggs are the best.
it's been the way since birth.
Time for a change. No.
No.
Any?
Wait, Kevin, do you have any boba recs from SD?
I don't think I go anywhere that people haven't already gone. Like, not that I can think of. The last time I found a place that nobody had heard of, all my friends hated it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
But I liked it. And so I was just like,
what?
whatever, dude.
What is your hot take then?
I don't know. It's just this place called like Boba Love 2
Boba.
for some reason.
Yeah,
Like as
the
opposed, I don't know where
That's
Boba Love
called.
1 is, but like, yeah, like on Google Maps, it was called Boba Love 2. I don't think there was a 2 when I showed up there, but I was just like, there's no Boba Love 1, so I don't really know like what the 2 is related to. But they had a taro horchata. which
Wait, that
was-
sounds
Oh,
kind of
that's
gas.
gas.
That sounds
Jeez.
gas.
It was,
Sounds good. Sounds
and
good.
then my friends did not think so with the drinks they got, but that's okay.
What was it? Did they get the
They get
taro
that-
horchata?
They did not. They did not.
Okay.
They don't know
Maybe
what's up
that's
like I
it.
do.
Friends.
Maybe that's the
it.
only good
Run
thing they
the
have,
block,
you know?
friends.
Yeah. And it's just down Miramar Road, so you can go there and then you can go to the Porsche dealership and look at cars,
There you go.
That was his
which
fact.
I have done.
I'm trying
That
to
was
do
your
that.
fault.
I'm trying to get a take on
A Taycan?
Taycan.
Yeah.
That's why I want
Okay.
one day.
$90,000 starting value.
Yeah.
Base model.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Not
day.
bad. Yeah.
One day.
That ass?
Well, what day?
Yeah, one day.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know if
That's
you were
one day.
serious or not. Yeah, no, those are cool. I like them. They have a refresh, so now they have better mileage and stuff.
Yeah.
I think my go-to boba usually that I get is like just Wushuland because it's close by.
Mm-hmm.
I get roasted oolong with a scoop of ice cream.
That was
Oh,
good.
the oolong's
That
so
was
good.
good.
No, but with a
the
scoop of ice
cream.
cream.
With the
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream is
Though that thing's like impossible to drink until the ice cream melts.
You
Yeah.
have to stab through the ice cream.
No, but the thing is the straw that they give, because I never get boba, so they give me the skinny straw.
Oh.
You are not stuck in the ice cream
Oh,
through a
yeah,
skinny
no way,
straw.
no way.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
good.
Actually, I'm gonna edit my boba list.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay,
Take
I'm gonna
Editorial.
put a Momo first,
Okay.
Wujuland second. There's this place in UTC called The Alley.
Oh.
Yeah, that one gives more tea flavor. Which I
Are they
like.
even there
The
anymore?
alley?
I walked by there and I didn't see them.
It's not there? Oh.
Weren't they right next to C's Candy?
Yeah.
They're gone.
Oh, dang.
So clearly they weren't
I
that.
never knew that place was there. What?
I've heard of it. I've never been.
It was
actually.
there last summer, and I think it's already gone.
Dang. Well, I put that third.
Oh, yeah, it says
Okay, okay.
permanently closed.
And then
Damn.
Fan Fan, and then
I
Tapex.
mean, they were in a real spot. It was like,
Look at
Capex.
Yeah,
Dude.
Tapex is mid.
this.
Yeah, dude.
He did
Yeah.
last.
Last.
Yeah.
Last on like everything
Yeah.
ever. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Okay. I guess moving on from boba. What's your favorite thing to do in SD?
Stay home.
Stay home?
In the comfort of my family's house.
Mhm.
Nice. I love that.
And sleeping
Uh,
in. And doing homework.
Oh.
Favorite
Doing
Favorite
homework,
question.
favorite
Favorite
thing.
question.
Favorite
Favorite question.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
just doing my hobbies too. Yeah.
I like to discover new places that like are kind of cool to visit, so I can take photos and stuff while I'm there, and then bring my friends, but gatekeep it. I don't actually gatekeep, but like they never ask, so I never send it to them. But I also like finding roads that are like not often driven on and are very pretty, because then I can like
Go fast.
drive. What's the word?
Speedily.
One might say illegally.
Oh.
I may, but I wouldn't say so. You know, but yeah. It's like there's just some fun to it. I know this road down in Hamul or whatever down south that I just randomly discovered one summer with my buddies while we were driving, and so I pinned it on my Google Maps. And occasionally I take a mecha visit down there, and I'm just like, okay, and then I drive. And then occasionally there's a car, and when there is, I like freak out a little, and I'm like, oh, okay. Because like, I'm coming around a corner pretty hard, and they're every corner is a blind corner on that road. Like you will not see the car until you've made it around the corner. And so, questionably almost hit a car one time, but I think that's okay. And skateboarding. There's a lot of good places to skateboard.
Adventurous.
Yeah, there's a lot of good places to skateboard in San Diego.
Except that
Unfortunately,
one place.
Like,
well, the hill I went down was dubbed the Camille Killer by one of my friends, like by the group that like I skate with. and I believe it is now also dubbed the Kevin Killer.
The killer. Okay.
Good. I mean, I guess moving out of SD then, where would you want to go to? What would be like your dream destination to travel?
To travel or to stay?
We can do travel first, and then we can go stay.
Okay, I'll go first. I don't really like traveling.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
I
At
really
all.
don't. Yeah,
Sorry.
I've been to like London. I've been to like Japan, South Korea, Canada. But like,
You
I
like
don't know.
traveling?
I just don't really like it.
Okay, what part of traveling do you not like then? I guess. Why do you hate
Like
it?
where to go next. Like I'm more like a planner when going traveling. Like I need like a solid plan on what I need to do during the day. I'm not like one of those like travelers who just like make things up on the spot and like go to like some random shop, like just like eat there. Like I want to go to like the best of the best sometimes. So I kind of like have high expectations on where I go. So I don't really like that.
Make an
Yeah.
itinerary.
Yeah.
Well-
I guess like if you had designed the perfect itinerary, right? Like based on research and stuff.
It just
Then
takes so
what
much
do you like?
time. It takes so much
No,
time.
just ask Chad.
Real.
But like, okay, I've
Chat
tried.
dog.
I've tried.
Yeah.
For my recent London trip, I
You did
tried
not
it.
try hard enough, I guess.
It didn't
Yeah.
cook.
No, honestly, what I do is I just look up like however long I'm there, right? Let's say I'm there 5 days. I just look up like 5-day itinerary for
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then
Yeah.
just copy whatever this travel blogger spent.
I'm
Yeah,
very
so
that's
long.
exactly what I did too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes they're expensive, so like
Yeah.
I just kind of like try
Tell
to.
them your
You
budget.
add like cheap
yeah.
in the search.
Yeah.
I don't travel much, not because it's not by choice, but because I can't afford it. So I can't really think of a specific place. I mean, I think Japan is always like the easy go-to answer that most people give. It's a cool place. I mean, like it would be nice to like go there and see what it's like. But I don't think that's where I would want to go like the most. I don't know. I've always wanted to consider going to like China, like somewhere there, or maybe like more like remote areas. So like I don't know, any remote areas.
Like a like a Pacific island.
Yeah, or something like that. Or like what is it? Switzerland.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can drive in the Swiss Alps. I just want to like go to Switzerland for like a week, and then ship in like a sports car.
The sports car.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen the Swiss Alps, dude. It is pristine. Or like, oh, you know what? Or Germany, so I can drive on the autobahn
Yes, I want to do that. so
with
bad.
like 0 speed limit.
I want to do that so bad.
I want to hit the border from whatever place is under Germany, going into Germany, and then just like
drive through the entire.
just zoom off. You know, I'll drive through the entirety of Germany. I don't care.
Yeah, that was fun.
Interesting.
Anywhere that I can take a car, I'll ship one in. It's fine.
You
Oh, you know
are a
what?
car person.
In that case, if I did go to Japan, Japan has a lot of like classic car collections. So that would be kind of cool, actually. Like rent like an old like mid-powered like Japanese sports car would be kind of sick. Drift it on a hill and crash, you know, kind of thing.
Good crash.
And crash.
Well, crashing is not intended, but it might happen. Yeah,
Not intended, but you did say it.
it's a
So
risk.
it's intended.
It's a risk. It's a risk.
Okay.
What about
What-
living? Yeah, well, where do you want to live at?
Does it have to be outside the country?
No, it can be
could
anywhere.
inside.
Live here if you want.
It could be
I would rather live here.
Okay.
Exactly in SD or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to live somewhere long term away from California. Not because I'm like attached to the hip by California by any means, but just because like my family's here. It's easier to like, assuming I have the money anyways. It's like a nice place to be, right? Like,
San Diego's nice.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have to necessarily be San Diego, but just like, you know, there's beach access. The weather's not terrible. Like, yeah. But if I were to leave and like live somewhere, even for like a couple of years, I mean, I don't want to live in America. Like obviously I'm gonna probably end up staying here long term, but like I would like to experience other cultures, and that's not something you really get when you're here. So maybe like either somewhere in Europe or like some type of like Asian country. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to live in Vietnam, but I could imagine visiting for a pretty extended amount of time, considering I can like talk to the people there.
Nice.
That's
Great. Thanks.
I think that's all we got.
That's
That
all
is all
you've
we
That's
got?
all the
Wow.
questions we got.
Are you disappointed?
No,
okay.
no, no.
These are good questions.
Yeah, that's all we got though. Thank you both for being here and
Thank you very much.
obviously going over the time we did say and whatever is happening.
I'm just reading what's on the screen.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't see what it said. My eyes are bad. Screen's small. Get a 16-inch laptop like me.
Wow.
This was so cheap,
That's true. Mine was not.
Okay, let's see. Let's just make sure there's nothing in chat.
Bring Audrey back.
Bring on.
Who said that? Who said that?
Elena did.
Oh.
But it's definitely Audrey typing.
Yeah, I think so. She was right there at the time.
Do you think they like didn't mean to offer me the 8A position and then they ended up?
I passed the vibe check for
Because
what?
they like sent me the offer for tutoring
It
for the
said
summer.
both.
They sent me both and was
Yeah.
like, "You'll be working 18 hours a week."
Uh-huh.
And then like 40 minutes later, they sent me an email saying, "We've revised your offer."
Really?
So I don't know if that was just a
18
mistake.
You were
hours.
still live, by the way. Just so
Oh,
you
I know, I know.
Okay. I'm just
18
saying.
hours is a lot.
I don't mind. I don't care. If it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
summer, I'm literally not doing anything. So
Session
happened?
1, right?
yeah, session one.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Damn, okay.
150A. Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm scared. I hope it's all the same stuff that like Trevor taught.
Do
Because
you want to be live stream or do you want to end this?
it's up to the people. So the people that are definitely watching right now. I
There will
don't
be
care.
people who will be watching after, like the recording itself.
Oh, I know. I mean, I don't mind either way. I'm excited to teach 150A. I'm just a little nervous if the material is different than what I learned because,
Yeah.
like,
But who's teaching in summer? Is it Trevor?
so
Oh, we were talking
yeah, we talked about that already.
math all game.
Yeah, at least I finally get to tutor again though.
Yeah.
Though with summer, it's like I don't know if this is gonna be like remote, which means I'm gonna have to do like all like remote tickets, which like nobody ever turns their camera on, dude. It's like
Yeah.
you're gonna come here, you're gonna request my help, and you're not even gonna look me in the eyes.
It is 5 weeks though, right?
It's
It
only
is
5
5
weeks,
weeks.
That's pretty intense.
which
for
seems like it's gonna
It's only
really
5?
yeah. Well,
Summer's
summer
only
session,
5
yeah.
weeks.
I was like, I don't know how long that was, but yeah.
That was my third choice.
Oh.
I've never had a
First
third
8A.
choice be selected. Yeah, 8A.
Both 8 days? Like separate or what was your second?
I just only did summer section 1 8A,
Oh, okay.
and then my second choice was 11,
Mm.
and then my third choice was 150A.
Oh.
So I didn't realize people chose third choices.
I think it is also like if the professor ranks you and then like they do prioritize operatives sometimes or like different some classes can be prioritized more.
This is scary. I'm a little spooked. I've never tutored an upper division class before.
New experience.
I know.
Yeah.
I can learn on the job.
I wonder how good the class is.
Hopefully the students also
Is
learn
that-
something.
I heard that the 8A this summer is only like 50 students.
Is that why they fired me? Or I'm sorry, they took my offer back immediately.
One.
One?
Yeah, 50 students,
Oh.
supposedly.
Oh, I thought I saw like 100.
Well, it's probably split
Session
between.
1 or
Oh, yeah,
it
it is.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ancho's teaching it in summer session 2?
No, they're
One.
both doing one.
Oh, they're both.
Yeah. Chow is doing 2.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm losing it.
Losers, marbles.
losing it.
Shout out to the goat
Marbles.
Ancho.
Yes.
My goat, my goat.
He is the
Wherever he is, whichever direction.
Probably
Probably over there.
Yeah, unless he's home.
Yeah.
I don't actually know where
We
he
just
lives.
doxed ourselves.
Yeah. I don't know where he lives.
We can find our location now.
Yeah, there's gonna be one of those people that's really good at GeoGuessr that's just gonna like look at our map,
There might be someone in the audience. I don't
Rainbow
know.
or whatever the
Steven.
guy's name is. Guess where I am right now, Rainbow.
Figure it out.
He's like a YouTuber who does that stuff.
He's crazy good.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He's like, wow, those clouds look weird. Must be Bolivia.
Yeah. Literally.
Clouds
He is like-
itself is crazy.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we don't have anything else to say,
Yeah, no,
I guess we
it's
can
it.
end
Thank
it.
you. This
Thanks
was
for having
amazing,
us.
Thank you.
You know, if they like me enough, I can be a repeat guest.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
definitely
egg is
said
out.
I definitely said some things that I didn't mean to say during this. I definitely said some things I didn't mean to say. Are we done?
Yep.
Clip.
Yep.
Bye bye.